Chodak. I'm a registered dietitian with 𝐷𝐞𝐟 Center for Community Health and Prevention, and I'm here today to talk about back to school. It is looming. I saw Halloween out. It's a whole thing. And we know it's coming every year, right? The back to school, but how we prepare for it can change year to year. And I feel like each year I try to be more prepared for what's to come because eating and snacks and lunches and dinner gets crazy. And so grounding down in what we know, which is get more fiber, right? That can help to throw together dinners on a busy weeknight. And so that's what I'm talking about today is how to get more fiber, you know, the thing that helps us stay regular with our bowels. It helps with heart health. It's key to a Mediterranean style eating pattern. It's typically lower in calories, higher in nutrients, lower in saturated fat. It's all the foods we know and love, right? So plant foods, fruits, vegetables, whole grains, nuts, seeds, beans, and it tends to be inexpensive at the grocery store. So we're focusing on back to school, quick things we can have in freezer, fridge, and pantry to make things a whole lot easier as we adjust back to school, okay? And so I'm gonna give you my tips, and then any recipes associated with some of these products will be on our website, and you can find that link. Okay, so first, this was, and I'm not associated with any of these brands, so just FYI on this is just kind of what my go-to stuff is. So this I think I found at Costco. This is gluten-free. These are Madras Lentils. Beans are always high in fiber and very filling. They're considered a starch and a protein and a vegetable. And so per serving, you're gonna get 6 grams of fiber. Typically for women, I would recommend about 8 grams of fiber per meal. For men, about 10, but the more that you get, the better. And so if you have a pouch of these puppies, which honestly, I think you just microwave, right? So it's like a minute in the microwave. You've got almost all of your fiber literally in this little pouch. You pair it with a microwave brown rice or a boiling bag and you've got it covered. So easy peasy in the microwave, comes together in no time. The other one that I found is falafel. Again, I'm working in the microwave because that's where we're at with all the gains and things. So I love this because again, it's gluten-free for the folks who need to be gluten-free, but you could get gluten-containing ones. I'm not, you know, married to this particular brand, but you microwave it and you can put it in salads, you can put it in a wrap, you can cut it up and put it kind of on anything basically. And it's a great source of fiber. It has 2 grams of fiber per piece. I'm typically putting 2 on there. So I'm gonna get 4 grams of fiber in just 2 of these puppies. It's really satisfying. You can even have them, you know, as an after school snack. Somebody microwaves them and dips them and stuff. So it's great. Okay, next, choosing a whole wheat bread is key because you can throw together a tuna sandwich, a tuna melt, a BLT, like whatever, a peanut butter and jelly. You can throw that together and get fiber from a whole wheat bread. You want to find the first ingredient to be whole wheat, not enriched flour. We want to do whole wheat flour. That's the first ingredient, okay, for a whole wheat bread. And this one that I got has 3 grams of fiber per 2 slices. So I'm making a sandwich, I'm gonna get 3 grams of fiber just in the bread, along with all the B vitamins and stuff. It's just an easy way to do it. You have some toast in the morning, maybe you throw it, you got 3 grams of fiber, okay? So that's an easy way, inexpensive. So these are all fridge, right? Fridge and pantry. Freezer, I've got just go to, again, no particular brand, right? But just get some microwave stuff, veggies, the mixes. They have a ton of grain and non-starchy veggie mixes. So awesome. Sometimes you just steam them in a pot with some meat or some veggies. If you're a vegetarian, put a little cheese on it if you want to, right? And it's done. For this is always my go-to if I'm like, oh my God, I am having pizza and I have no fiber in this pizza. What am I gonna do? Microwave this bag and it's got 5 grams of fiber per 2/3 cup. Easy way. You make a mac and cheese, throw some in there. And you get 2/3 cup and you have that fiber component, which really goes a long way for filling you up, keeping your budget tight, and making it really, really quick on a weeknight. Another thing, this is my favorite, again, not married to the brand, I love refried beans. Any type of bean, as you can see, is the trend here because they're really, really high in fiber and they are tasty and they're very versatile and they can hold in a pantry. So on a day where you don't feel like cooking, I use something like this. I'll make quesadillas and I'll put this on here and you get 9 grams of fiber per half cup. Oh my God, so it's so easy. I'll make sheet pan nachos on a weekday. I will make quesadillas. I can put this in tacos and it's flavorful, delicious, and it's gonna fill us up and also provide that fiber. And then the last thing that I'll show you in my pantry that is one of my go-tos is not because it's high in fiber, but because I can add a ton of fiber to it. And so I get Pamela's baking mix. This is gluten-free, but you could get any type of baking mix for waffles or whatever. And then This has per serving only 1 gram of fiber, but we add bananas and walnuts and sometimes strawberries and ground flaxseed. And so this becomes this really easy 1 bowl kind of dinner, breakfast for dinner, right? And it's high fiber and delish. So those are some of the tips that I have for getting through the back to school time and the craziness and adding fiber. I hope you enjoyed them. Thanks for joining.